Hey everybody, Watch This Review here, and tonight we're going to look at the Doctor Doom from the Marvel Legends Showdown series. For people not familiar with the Marvel Legends Showdown series, I don't blame you. It was a fairly short-lived series towards the end of Toy Biz's licensing. I think originally it was called Marvel Superheroes Showdown, but then they switched Legends to tie it in with the more popular 6-inch scaled figures. These, of course, are on the 3.75 or the 3 3/4, a scale I'm not too fond of, as I've probably mentioned before. Now, what makes these guys interesting is the fact that not only are they action figures, but they're also game pieces. Now, each one comes with a big card. I think it was 2 or 3 smaller cards. Big card contains, I guess, plot twists and stuff like that. I think the other ones might have locations, but in addition to that, it also comes with a stand, which I don't have at the moment, and the base, which, as you can see here, has some numbers on it, which I assume are probably his attack and defense. It looks very Darth Vader-ish, doesn't it? The whole black here with the metallic look and the hood and everything. Kind of eerie in a sort of, I don't know, whatever way. Now, I don't know much about the game. I'll include a Wikipedia link or something. I mean, Wikipedia, some people call it just make shit up-a-pedia, but you know, they're as reliable as anybody else on the subject, I've generally found. Now, like I said, not a fan of the 3 3/4 scale, but it does have the equivalent articulation of a larger figure, just not well done. Both the shoulders have the actual joint. I don't know if you can see this well here. Let me just twist this around as much as possible, but the joint for some reason is facing here, and although it looks like they have a bicep point of articulation, I don't think it does because I've never been able to twist it, so you can only get its arms really going up, which frankly is probably one of the most annoying things in the world, but as far as figures are concerned at any rate. But the head moves, torso moves, waist kind of moves, it looks like, just because the belt's a separate piece from the tunic. Both the upper lower parts of the torso tunic, I mean. Legs will all move. Feels like a ball joint. Well, it's some sort of a ball joint. Double joints at both knees and elbows. Pin joints, obviously. Ankle joints. I guess in some ways it's a pretty nice looking figure too. I like the paint job. The cape I'm not too enthusiastic about. You'll notice it has the little peg hole for the when you connect it to the stand. It also came with a little rocket launcher. I think most of them had some sort of projectile thing, which I think it ties into the game. But actually a pretty nice paint job with the cape and everything. You notice that the textures are different for the tunic, the cape, and there's a good amount of shadowing. I mean, if not for just the whole shoulder thing, I think this is a pretty damn decent figure, but the shoulders are just really, really stupidly done. It drives me crazy. I mean, the only way to get the shoulders down, the arms down to the side, would be to twist it like this, so the elbow's sticking out, which is completely lame. Yeah, the forearms do move. I forgot to mention that, but they do. And, of course, the wrists will move. Both of them. Fingers don't, of course. I mean, even here you can see it's just a step down in terms of articulation from the Legends that were around at the time. But, you know, with these smaller scales, they have to sacrifice. But unfortunately, do not sacrifice on the price tag. This guy was still $7 or $8, which was pretty close to a Marvel Legends figure at the time, I believe. Overall, not terribly impressed with the series. In general, just not at all impressed with the 3 3/4 scale, although I will be getting a 3 3/4 figure because I goofed doing something on eBay, but I'll review that one when it gets in, and maybe it will be a bit nicer than the other ones I've seen. But I mean, generally when I go into the store, I look at the 3 3/4 figures. They just don't look great. The joints are like really thin like this. See? It's really... the elbow's just so much thinner than the arm. And just other aspects which make the figures look really, really cheap. But of course those are the Hasbro 3 3/4. And this is a Toy Biz 3 3/4, so the level of quality is a bit better in this guy. You can even see the skin underneath the mask around the eyes. The eyes are yellow, but you can actually they have detail, so it's a very nice touch. So I'd do a character bio, but everybody knows who Dr. Doom is, so what's the point? I might do it on the other one because I'll do 2 Dr. Dooms at once, but until the next time.